Hello everyone, myself Miss Mandakini Holkar, working as an assistant professor in Sveris College of Pharmacy. Today I am going to give a special focus on flow of fluid. In that we are going to learn what are the types of manometers, Reynolds number and its significance, Bernoulli's theorem and its application, as well as energy losses, orifice meter, Venturi meter, Pitot tube and other. First, what is fluid? Fluid is a substance that cannot resist deformation or distortion permanently. What is meant by fluid? Fluid is any substance that cannot resist for the deformation or distortion permanently. It may be a liquid or gaseous substance that attempts to change its shape by making its layer to slide over one another until a new shape is attained. At particular condition of pressure and temperature, every fluid has a definite density. In case of liquid, the density is not affected by a silent changes in the pressure, but may change by changing the temperature. But in case of the gases, density get affected with change in pressure or both pressure and temperature. But there is some liquid or some fluid that cannot affected by the changes. Such fluid is called as a incompressible fluid. The flow of fluid involve in number of areas of pharmaceutical industries. In that, first is the transporting of sterile air and sterile water in the production of parenterals. After that, mixing of solid and liquid in case of suspension. After that, this flow of fluid, this concept come in under packing of semi-solids in the containers, as well as filling of liquid doses form into the container. In these areas, the flow of fluid, this concept is used in pharmaceutical industries. After that, flow of fluid can be divided into two parts. In that first part is fluid static, or it is also called as a hydrostatic. It deals with the fluids at rest in the equilibrium state. And second one is a fluid dynamics or hydrodynamics deal. This deals with the fluid under the motion. There are two parts under the flow of fluid. First flow is a fluid static, and second flow is fluid dynamics. In fluid statics, there is a liquid in rest position, and in fluid dynamics, the fluid is under the motion. In fluid dynamics, deals with the study of the fluid in motion. First, we are going to give a special focus on fluid dynamics. The flow of fluid through a closed channels or in pipelines can be either laminar or turbulent, and this can be observed in the classical Reynolds experiment. If liquid is flowing through the pipe, it may be laminar or it may be turbulent, and this type of the flow are observed by the Reynolds experiment. What is meant by Reynolds experiment? Please see, this is a diagram of Reynolds experiment. In this diagram, there is a consist of the cylinder. The cylinder consists of the water filled cylinder. After the water filled cylinder, there is a consist of the tank. This tank consists of the dye. Which type of dye? Potassium permanganate solution is there, and through this tank we give a dye injection into the water filled cylinder. After that, there is a consist of the discharge pipe, and discharge pipe there is a consist of the valve, and there is a receiver is also present there. First of all, we are giving a dye injections or passing the dye injection through the water filled cylinder, and observe the flow of this dye injection in the water filled cylinder. If this is another diagram of Reynolds experiment, or such a type of equipments are used in lab, in pharmaceutical lab as well as engineering lab also. This type of the flow are observed in Reynolds experiment. If the flow is if the dye creating a straight line in water, then such a type of flow is called as a laminar flow. If they create a totally zigzag flow, and after the zigzag the flow is a straight line, if flow is in straight line, such a type of flow is called as a turbulent flow. Okay, this is a formula of Reynolds experiment. Re, what is Re? Re is Reynolds number is equal to rho V d. Rho means density of the fluid, V is the velocity of the fluid, and d is the diameter of the pipe, divided by mu. Mu is the viscosity of the fluid. If we are putting the value of density, velocity of fluid, and diameter of the pipe, as well as the viscosity of fluid, we are getting the Reynolds number. This Reynolds number is important because this Reynolds number is give a special significance. It gives, or it used to estimate the type of the fluid flow. That is, if Reynolds number, if value of Reynolds number is less than 2000, then flow is considered to be a streamline or laminar flow. If number is exceed than 4000, then this flow is called as a turbulent flow. So that this Reynolds number is very useful, or it having a special significance to estimate the fluid flow. Okay, any intermediate value indicate the transitional flow conditions. Reynolds number is a great help in case of the stability studies of suspension. It used to study the sedimentation rate of particles, and it applicable in assessing the rate of the heat transfer in the liquid. Okay, after that we are going to see the Bernoulli's equation and its application. What is Bernoulli's equation? Bernoulli's equation is work on the principle of the conservation of energy when applied to the flow of fluid. Okay, Bernoulli's theorem states that in a steady state ideal flow of incompressible fluid, the total energy per unit mass, which include the pressure energy, kinetic energy, datum energy at any point of the fluid, is a constant. What is the statement of Bernoulli's theorem? Bernoulli's theorem states that the steady state of the ideal flow of incompressible fluid. If we are going to calculate the energy of which type of fluid? Incompressible fluid. It is a total of pressure energy, kinetic energy, datum energy at any point of the fluid is a constant. Okay, this is the statement of the Bernoulli's equation. Please observe this diagram. This diagram consists of the location A. From the location A to location B, we are going to transport our fluid. Location A or point A is present at the height of XA, and point B is present at the height of XB. From lower to higher height or higher point, to flow the fluid, there is a help of the pump. With the help of the pump, the liquid is flow from the point A to point B. Okay, in case of the point A, potential energy is equal to XA. Okay, for the point A, pressure energy is equal to PA divided by PAG, and kinetic energy is U square A divided by G. For the point B, potential energy is XB. Okay, and pressure energy is PB divided by PBG, and kinetic energy is U square B divided by 2G. And at the near the pump, there is a consist of the pump head W, and frictional energy is equal to F. Okay, this is a point A is a initial state, and point B is a final state. Okay, then what is the Bernoulli's equation and its application? In that first point, we are going to see that the points regarding the point A. At a point A, 1 kilogram of liquid is assumed to enter in pipe and experience the pressure energy, kinetic energy, and potential energy. So that pressure energy is equal to PA divided by G rho A. This is equation number 1. Here the PA is a pressure energy in Pascal at a point A. G is a acceleration due to the gravity. Okay, and rho A is a density of the liquid. The point A considered to be placed at a height of XA meter, so that datum energy is equal to, or potential energy is equal to XA. This is equation number 2. Okay, kinetic energy is the energy possessed by the body by the virtue of its motion. So that kinetic energy is equal to U square A divided by 2G. This is equation number 3. As per the Bernoulli's theorem, total energy experienced by the liquid at a point A is equal to total energy is equal to pressure energy plus potential energy plus kinetic energy. So that the equation number 4 is PA divided by GPA plus XA plus U square A divided by 2G. This is equation number 4 for a point A. As per the Bernoulli's theorem, total energy at a point A is a constant. So that equation number 4 is equal to constant. Once the system reaches the steady state, the flow becomes steady at each point in the pipe and leave the pipe at a point B. Therefore, the energy constant of 1 kg liquid at point B can be written as a total energy at a point B is equal to PB divided by G rho B plus XB plus UB square divided by 2G is equal to constant. This is equation number 6. Okay. As per the there is a no gain and no loss of the energy. This is the principle of conservation of energy can be applied to the point A and point B. Input is equal to output. So that total energy at a point A is equal to total energy at a point B. So that equation number 7 is PA divided by G rho A plus XA plus U square A divided by 2G is equal to PB divided by G rho B plus XB plus U square B divided by 2G. This is equation number 7. This equation in this equation consists of there is a this type of the energy. There is a pump is used, so that W is a joule energy is added, and the energy lost in the form of the friction F has been deducted from the equation. So that the equation is a PA divided by G rho A plus XA plus U square A divided by 2G plus W. What is W? W is there is a consist of the pump, so that the energy in joule minus F is a frictional energy loss is PB divided by G rho B plus XB plus U square B divided by 2G. This is a final equation of Bernoulli's equation. Okay, this is a final Bernoulli's equation. So what is the application of Bernoulli's equation? This equation is applied in measuring the flow rate of using the head meters like orifice meter and Venturi meter. In Venturi meter and orifice meter, there is a Bernoulli's theorem is used. Okay, it is applied in the working of centrifugal pumps where the kinetic energy is converted into the pressure energy. Okay, it is easy to measure the height and use them as a energy terms, which is a contribution of Bernoulli's theorem. Okay, this Bernoulli's equation is very important as per the university point of view. So thank you so much.